a shallow grave.
Okay, so if that's the head,
A highway accident leads to gunfire. And Navajo cops track a dying man across the empty desert.
We don't know where he's at.
Police officer, your hand!
27,000 square miles of the Wild West. Spread out across 3 states. This is the largest Indian reservation in North America. And these are the Navajo cops. Off the interstate, Navajo police respond to a disturbing call.
It's a yellow one. According to the RP, there was blood inside that bag also.
initial call was a suspicious bag reported by a female. Bag contained some gloves and what appeared to be blood inside the bag.
On a reservation that straddles 3 states and 13 counties,
RP's at the residence.
Navajo officers must work closely with local and federal police.
Part of everything blew off. We don't know where it went. It's somewhere in there. There's a shoe track. Right now, it just looks that way.
Apache County sent the deputy out here. He secured the scene, took some initial information from the reporting person. They checked the area. It appears to be a grave of some sort.
The body's right up here. You can see tire tracks heading in.
Having me with us at this location, it is a shallow grave. Okay, we'll be here. She checked the area further, and she's seen the shallow grave nearby. So that, I guess, raised hairs on her back and called it in. Well, more likely that's
Hair.
Yeah,
It was like hair, but it's just mainly the top of it.
yeah. Don't know what it is.
Cyrus!
Yeah, we will.
This one? Yeah. Okay, so if that's the head,
50 miles away, in Window Rock, Arizona, Officer Christopher Holgate is beginning another night on the graveyard shift in the Navajo Nation's capital.
Everything happens at night. Lately, things have been getting worse. We've been getting a lot of people with weapons, any type, knives, guns. So you just always have to be cautious on what could happen. 15.
Dispatch asks Holgate to back up a traffic stop for an erratic driver.
Driver, turn off the vehicle! Driver! Officer lit him up as he failed to stop over there while making a left turn. Sure enough, when we pulled up on scene, passenger side door open automatically. Drop the bottle! Give me a hand! Give me a hand! Well, he refused to comply automatically, so I see he got out, we took him down. Don't know if he's gonna use that bottle, try to throw it at us. So we had to take him down. Give me a hand!
Yeah, I gave him a hand last week. Ow.
Come on out! Back passenger, coming out. Back passenger. Stay right there, man.
I'm not.
Driver, coming out, man.
I mean, I am.
Come out.
Don't throw
Put your hands up
towards
there.
me,
Put
man.
your hands right there. Put your hands up there.
Holgate arrests the driver,
Bring your arm back for me.
not just for drunk driving, but for possessing alcohol. Liquor is illegal everywhere on the reservation.
How much you been drinking today?
I just drank a can and a half.
Can and a half?
Put on belly, bro.
We arrested the driver and the back passenger. Both of them are compliant, and both of them are arrested for outstanding warrants. The front passenger,
Stand up, stand up.
he wasn't as compliant.
Alcohol and tobacco.
Put your leg across that panel.
Alcohol and tobacco is forever.
Come this way, get in. Relax, dude. Put your leg in. Put your leg in. You can see, well, he's uncooperative, highly intoxicated.
Put your leg in.
Gave him several times to get in, but he was resistant, didn't want to get in.
I'm gonna tell you one more time. If you don't do it, I'm gonna tase you.
Get in, bro. He's gonna do it.
Get in, dude. Just get in, man.
One more time.
Put your leg in.
One more time. One more time, then I'll get him.
Told him he'd get tased. I kept telling him over and over.
One more time.
Sure enough, I had to tase him.
One more time.
Get in, man.
I'll be burning.
Put your leg in.
It'll kill me. This.
It's a good tool to use, good tool to have. They know what the taser is, they know what it feels like, and it's an effective tool that we have. For us officers here, we have to make sure that we go home safely and whatnot, but like I said, it's just getting worse.
Back at the Window Rock Police Station, Officer Filbert Toddy puts in time at the police gym before starting duty.
That's how I relieve a little bit of my stress is I work out. This job, it's very, very stressful, you know, and it's also physically demanding, so that's part of the thing that I do consider is that the people do entrust us to get the job done. Prior to this, I served 4 years in the United States Marine Corps. I did that because, you know, I wanted to make a difference, and then I joined up with the Navajo police to continue that.
Toddy's first call of the evening.
Copy.
A burglary.
I'm glad you came out here and saw this, you know, because this is way out here. I have no electricity.
This guy has a whole list of things that were taken. He's missing a saddle, a compound hunting bow, a knife, and some firearms. So these thieves were very particular about what they took. Nothing missing from here, right?
Nothing from this side. I checked it, but most of the stuff was taken from here and here. And then I had that bowie knife that I was telling you about. It was sitting right here. That one was gone. I was going home later. My sister was coming down, and I stopped her and I told her, I said, hey, somebody broke into my house. I said, oh, my man, these things are gone. And the funny thing about it was, one of the items I was missing was sitting in the back of her seat in the car.
Who's this again?
My sister Fallon.
Okay. That's your sister?
Huh?
Fallon? When he told me that his sister did steal from him, it upset me a lot. Our culture is based on family connection, family ties. So when you steal from another relation, you know, that goes against the teaching and beliefs that we have.
The thief also made off with several firearms.
It's a lever action 22 long rifle with that small caliber, 30-30, and an SKS.
Wow, so those are unknown.
Those are her daughter. We finally got the chance to talk to her. And she said they pawned those rifles to pay for rent.
The individual here provided me a statement of some listing of the items that we're selling at a yard sale. And it's pretty much, you know, can imagine it with what he gave me of what he's missing from his residence here. According to his statements that were received, this gal's been doing it for quite some time. We're going to pull up to the location right here off the highway here. I'm going to make my initial contact with her and get her version of the story, answer some questions. The house is dark. The curtains are not pulled. There might be someone in there, but they're not willing to answer the door. No one at that first house.
Toddy has another lead to follow up. The victim's other sister.
So my next stop is I'm gonna go down the road, meet with the other sister and talk to her. Hello, police officer, are you Velma?
I'm also tied with the Roundup PD. Is Arlinda around?
Did you take him back in?
On an investigation I'm doing right now on a burglary that occurred up here at his residence. Where could she be?
She should be home.
I just came from there and there's no one home. There's no one answering.
I don't really communicate with her.
Okay, but this is her car right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a TV and then some tools in the back seat. If you do come into contact with her verbally, let her know that I need to talk to her. And if she doesn't want to be linked in my investigation, the best contact me at the Windor Police Department. I don't know what the problem is here. Maybe it's a drug habit. Maybe she's just in need of money. But it goes against our beliefs and our culture. So what this gal is doing is upright wrong. So it pisses me off, you know, that she's doing this to her family. All right, thank you so much. Apparently, I guess these sisters making an arrangement to sneak out of town, preferably Albuquerque. She is aware of our presence and our investigation going on against her. So pretty much not the result I'm looking for. So you know, all I can only do right now is just write this up and conduct follow-ups and build a case on it.
On the return trip to Window Rock, Toddy gets a call about a single vehicle accident.
Yeah, respond to one vehicle collision involving an animal with injuries. My sergeant on scene right now as well as the ambulance, so.
Okay. No airbag. There's blood on the door.
There's multiple victims here, including the driver, as well as the kids, so let's check on the update and status of the children first and get back conducting our investigation on this one here.
The cause of the accident is rare on most American highways and fairly common on the reservation. A collision between a car and a wild Mustang.
Okay, we got a large brown horse here. Did y'all also strike the animal? No?
No, we just were right behind her when she hit her.
Just stand by right here, okay? What occurred here was the folks right here, this mother and her kids were going southbound this highway, and according to her, she was being alerted by oncoming motors that there's animals on the roadway until the very last moment. That's when she realized that she struck this animal here.
Okay, sweetheart, I'm gonna roll you to your side and I'm gonna check your back. I'm gonna pull up your shirt, okay?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, roll. 1, 4, 5, ready, 1, 2, 3, up.
The injured are being stabilized. The witnesses were checked and are safe. The horse is in pretty bad shape. It has a shattered leg and possible internal injuries. The animal right now is trying to get up and cross onto the highway again. So right now I'm gonna have to do something to prevent the animal from causing another traffic collisions. Advise everybody, I want to discharge around. In some places, there may not be too many vehicle crashes involving animals, but out here, it's fairly common.
Navajo police officer Filbert Toddy has cleared the wreckage. 3 people have been evacuated by ambulance. But Toddy has one more task as the badly injured horse tries to get back on its feet.
Just to let you know that I might have to discharge my firearm, okay? So if you can turn the vehicle up, close the windows, keep the kids inside, okay? We had to put down the animal since they're severely injured and start making his way back from the dirt shoulder back onto the highway here. Right when I had to shoot this animal, it's climbing back on the roadway here. Tell these folks to clear out right now. The animal is obviously suffering, and I have to think about the public safety when we have a wounded animal on the highway.
But killing an animal like this, it's tough.
50 miles away, Officer Wendell Bitzilli continues to investigate the discovery of a bag of bloody gloves and a shallow grave.
FBI's underway, criminal investigations too. They're going to pretty much just shut down this whole scene. If, let's say, it doesn't pan out to be a homicide, then it would become a major crime. That's where FBI would have jurisdiction. Hello, how's it going? It's going good.
A female FBI agent arrives, and the county sheriff's deputy has made another disturbing discovery at the grave.
Right where the light's at? Yeah. It appears to be a skull sticking out right there, partially exposed. According to RP, there's a yellow bag that was over here. There looks like blood inside that plastic bag there.
She wants us to kind of scrape the area for confirmation. I guess there was an agent, FBI agent right now. She checked out the little scene we have, and she's getting instructions from her other coworkers to see which way to go about it. So we're still waiting on confirmation. She's probing it using some markers to see what the length of the object that's buried underneath the ground is there. It does appear to be a shallow grave with hair or scalp. You can see it. And as it rains more of that can be seen and more visible.
There's a skull on the right-hand side.
If it's the head, it's kind of like on the south end there, then the feet will be this way. Next step for us is we get a hold of criminal investigations.
Hours later, an FBI specialist arrives and begins to carefully exhume the corpse.
Then the...
Still got your camera? I got it right here. All right.
Got a lot of bug life there. There, look, there. See it?
Based on Navajo belief, it's a negative to be around any type of human remains. It's just a bad omen, taboo. In Navajo speaking, they say, no, no way. Don't touch it, don't look at it, don't be around it.
Look at that.
After painstaking work, the FBI agent gets his first clear look at the corpse.
It's a dog. Look at that. See? Humans don't have that much hair. That's a dog. You smell that? That don't even smell like a...
I'm relieved right now because the shallow grave ended up to be a dog.
See all that right there? That's a dog.
It's still a homicide.
Homicide.
I'm glad it's not a human body. It could have been worse. We can all go back to work now.
By dawn, in the rangelands near the tiny town of Steamboat, Arizona, a traditional backcountry custom is underway. A wild Mustang roundup. Ronald Key leads this roundup, a Navajo old-timer who spent most of his life on horseback.
The Navajo Nation has a lot of feral horses. They migrate, they graze off the land.
But to Navajo Ranger Darrell Billy, this roundup may be a crime.
We had an anonymous caller that called in reporting a illegal roundup in Steamboat area.
The trail boss's roundup may be a centuries-old tradition, but unless he has a permit, he's breaking the law.
This individual's permit has expired. We've known this guy, we've seized some livestock from him. We've continued trying to work with him, but he still refuses to cooperate.
Sergeant Aurelia Nez of the Navajo Rangers arrives at the scene. Rangers are the backcountry version of a SWAT team, patrolling the last vestiges of the Wild West.
Right now, we're calling this an illegal roundup. We don't have documents. Okay, who's all the owners of the branded horses?
There's some of them are here.
Some? Yeah. What about the rest of them? They have to have a permit in order for them to buy livestock on the reservation. If they don't have that, they can't even come onto the reservation to buy. Each owner needs to tell us how many horses they have in there.
They all allowed that they're no fresh brand.
No, that's what I mean. That's not what I mean. Mr. Key, listen to me.
Yeah.
Notify the people that whoever is going to sell the horses, you need to separate them like you have in here.
The one that we're going to sell?
How many do you have in here?
Altogether? I don't know. We haven't counted them yet.
Like 100 and
At least 150. Okay.
So
because we need to do the paperwork on all of it. They're gonna go ahead and verify brands and then count up all the horses that they have in there. Some of them might be stolen.
Winston,
Each horse in this illegal roundup must be corralled to check for its brand to see if it's stolen. The problem is more than simply a lack of permits. Backcountry roundups can be a cover for horse thieves.
Yeah, stay back there. The kids and the grandkids, they have jobs off the reservation. They're not here to account for their livestock. Did this guy give a consent to have their livestock be sold? Or did they give consent to their uncle to sell their livestock? You know, we have a lot of that nowadays.
Rangers and cowboys work together to check 150 horses. Accidents happen.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's her, yeah.
Not her.
After checking every single horse, the Rangers discovered that only 60 of them have brands or paperwork. The other 90 horses may be captured illegally or stolen. With no way to tell if the unbranded horses are stolen, the Rangers have only one option.
If we don't identify who the owner is, then we'll just go ahead and let them out.
90 wild horses run free again into the backcountry. With his profits galloping away, Trail Boss Key may not be happy, but it could have been worse.
If he didn't talk to me, this man right here would have been in cuffs and on his way to jail. He's just over there saying, we don't need documents. No, you need the document for it. You need to have the permit. Well, I hope this has taught him a lesson, but I don't know if it has. We do have 90 horses that were released back out into the field. He might come back. We'll see what happens.
To many elders like the old trail boss, official oversight goes against Old West tradition and ancient Navajo culture.
Oh, they said, well, the ancestors see their stories from the beginning, said, you know, this is how it's supposed to be.
Nothing really changed. I think they're the ones that changed it, not me.
65 miles away, Officer Genevieve Morgan is on the road, pursuing an urgent call at a domestic dispute and suicide attempt.
I guess they're arguing with each other, and every time they argue, that's when he wants to go kill himself. And he takes off. Right now, we're not too sure where that guy should be at.
Morgan discovers the suicidal man fled into the desert after taking 3 bottles of pills. Her only hope now is to track him down before the pills and the desert heat cause him to pass out. Arizona's brutal desert heat kills over 100 people every year.
It's Tennessee track. Tennessee track.
Tracking is an ancient Navajo skill, honed by hunters and warriors over generations. And with 27,000 square miles of desert and wilderness to patrol, police officers must be familiar with it. Morgan notices a curious second set of footprints.
The one that comes back down is actually small prints. The big one, it doesn't go any further right there.
The situation is grave enough that the dispatcher sends Officer Filbert Toddy to assist.
This is the back roads that it's going to link up with the officer on scene. So should be looking for green shirt, jeans, and tennis shoes. Hello, looking for a guy. Green t-shirt, gray pants. He's wandering around the area, so we just need to find him, okay? We don't know what the individual's capable of. You know, we have kids that are running around. We're gonna have to get this situation resolved.
While Officer Toddy pursues the missing man from one direction, Officer Morgan has run into a dead end.
There's no really footprints that anybody walked down, just those horses. I hardly see any footprints. And you don't see anybody. It's gone. It's not around.
But Morgan is about to get a shock.
Oh, that's them.
Officer Morgan radios Toddy to report her sighting of the missing man.
You see him? Filbert.
The figure turns out to be Officer Toddy, tracking the man from the other direction.
He was over here.
Okay, how far from here did you conduct your search?
Huh?
How far from here?
From the residence, we didn't go. We're just coming up this way.
The officers split up again, searching for the lost trail. As they realize they're losing time.
The individual here has a good head start on us. He walked off in this general area here. Obviously, it's a rugged terrain. He took quite a few medication, 3 bottles in total. So let's see if we get to him as soon as we can. Render immediate medical assistance.
Officer Toddy is the first to pick up the trail.
Stand by, I found the tracks. Okay, the tracks are leading towards the old abandoned structures right east of the well.
Toddy uncovers another mystery revealed by the tracks.
When we follow the tracks, you know, I mean, it's like certain areas that there's multiple shoe prints, like there was a verbal confrontation, all of a sudden, you know, there's scuffing, you know, it's like a shoving match going on. And it continues on.
The mystery has only deepened.
We can't find him. We don't know where he's at. Until he surfaced somewhere, we might be able to actually have him get checked. We really don't have anything to go by now.
Just then, Toddy gets a radio call from non-native sheriff's deputies.
Yeah, that's an interesting twist. It's got information that the individual was already encountered by a county deputy and he was released. Our subject that we're looking for said that he's possibly with another individual. He's coherent, so the officer that's doing his investigation is going to gather more. Will render any additional assistance if she needs it.
Nearby, Officer Leroy Wilson runs across a strange sight on the remote highway. A near-totaled vehicle, window smashed, driving on its rims.
I was traveling southbound. I seen this vehicle going northbound, and it's all messed up.
The car refuses to stop.
So far, I see the code 3, I'll be northbound from here.
Fortunately, Wilson gets back up as Officer Genevieve Morgan appears.
.43, one up, B97.
It takes 2 officers with guns drawn to bring the suspect out of the car.
Turn around. Come on.
The driver is compliant, but gives no logical explanation for the condition of his car.
He said that I ran into a tree 2 days ago.
Doesn't look like 2 days
Yeah.
ago.
And I said, you have all those blood on you and you can't be bleeding for 2 whole days.
Yeah.
Have a seat until the ambulance get here. They'll be checking you, okay?
Did I drive it like that?
Of course. You drove it like that. It didn't come over here by itself. Come have a seat.
Let's go, get in. We don't have time all that day. 12 years I've been in law enforcement. I never seen a vehicle this damaged on a highway. Both right tires are on the rim. The door was open like the way it is on the passenger side. And so he must have been involved in a vehicle crash somewhere.
Surprised he's still driving around like that. What's your name? Irvin.
Where did you get in an accident at?
The driver finally admits he was drinking and that he had 2 passengers who have disappeared. Morgan heads out to find the scene of the accident.
He said he did have 2 passengers inside the vehicle. There's a sister and a brother-in-law that were in there. And he doesn't remember after they crashed. If they left from there, they're still there.
Morgan must now find the missing passengers and see if there are any survivors. A rollover accident has ejected 2 passengers who are now missing. The driver of the ruined vehicle is taken in for booking and a blood alcohol test.
Irvin, ready? All right, let's go. Deep breath. Close eyes again. Toe stops. Toe stops. There he is.
The driver's blood alcohol level is well over the limit, and a disturbing call has come into the station.
Is that what we need?
Follow the road.
Oh, that's...
Got 2 people there, they're on the ground.
Is that his break?
Yeah.
Who is it? Before the highway?
I think so, yeah.
I hope it's not my sister.
Who is it? Did you tell me? Do you know who it is? Is that female or male?
I don't know.
You don't know who you're with?
Officer Genevieve Morgan continues to search for the passengers who were flung out of the speeding car. At this point, she's not sure if they're dead or alive.
Chopper.
But there's no sign of any victims.
You better not hurt my little sister.
Oh, get his hands walking.
At the jail, the driver fears that he has killed his only sister in the drunken rollover.
My sister's dying. Please, let me know. My sister's okay,
I'll let you know if I hear anything, right?
Officer Tom!
Chopper on the main road?
Back near the scene of the accident, Officer Morgan runs into Filbert Toddy, who has discovered two young people behaving suspiciously.
I located these two individuals in the middle of nowhere. Obviously, the situation doesn't appear normal. So after confirming with Officer Morgan, I think we found our passengers. Okay, so you guys are the passengers. We found Irving. He's pretty bad.
No, we're not. We're not passengers.
Oh my God, what happened to him? What happened to him?
He was involved in a rollover.
Who?
Irving.
Irving who?
By himself? Were we right up here, Tommy?
The mysterious couple claim they don't know anything about an accident.
She's claiming that they got jumped.
I don't think so.
Were you in the vehicle when the accident happened?
No, but go up to that house and ask them, huh, baby? We got jumped from these guys that came from Junior. And
What's your birthday?
61.
The suspect contradicts herself as she claims she's never met the driver, then seems very concerned about his safety.
Is he okay? Go up to that house just right up there. We've seen him. Yeah.
The couple's alibi falls apart under Toddy's questioning.
Okay, so you all came here with Irving, right?
Yes.
In that little gray car?
Yes. We walked out that way because they were still running after us.
We found out that these three individuals were involved in a fight. In the midst of the whole altercation, weapons were drawn. And possibly shots were fired. So in the midst of the whole confusion, the driver, along with the occupants, fled from here, in which the driver was driving erratically, recklessly, at a high rate of speed, caused the vehicle to roll over, and somehow, miraculously, all the occupants survived.
The mystery has been solved. The passengers face charges of disturbing the peace. The driver faces a DUI charge and the lifelong knowledge that he nearly killed his own sister.
He's fortunate he can see another day. Actually, I should say it's fortunate they can see another day, all three of them.
"75 miles away, outside the tribal capital of Window Rock, Officer Christopher Holgate arrives at the scene of a domestic dispute.
Yelling all the time.
Let go, sir.
Jail, right.
Any reason why you're yelling, Mr. Sanchez? Lady called in on her husband. So we arrived and he was in the bedroom, so he was sitting down.
The wife tells Holgate she's afraid the man will turn violent, and Holgate starts to take the man in.
What they say, what I did.
Well, they said you were just yelling and whatnot, just yelling, that was it.
Okay. I do yell, you know.
Yeah.
But when I'm drinking, I'm sober, no matter what.
I understand that, sir. But like I said, you're not arrested, but I'm just gonna take you to NCI with a...
No, I don't need to. I need to?
Yeah, I have to, sir.
Okay.
But this simple domestic dispute is about to turn into a major headache for Officer Holgate.
Watch your arm, sir. Said that he was Chicano, which would be a non-native, which we can't hold in our jail system. Sir, if I have a non-native... She wants you to go to jail, but I told her that you being a non-native, which you're a Chicano, We can't hold you in our jail system here in Winter Rock.
Okay, I
Okay?
understand.
So there's no
This
law.
domestic fight becomes a jurisdictional nightmare.
Except for I have a non-native, Joe.
Tribal law covers only American Indians, not non-natives.
All right, just sit tight. I'll be right back, okay?
Reservation police can arrest non-natives, but they can't jail them.
He has no relatives nearby. We'll have to take him to a place where, just for his safety.
Sadly for Holgate, this may mean a long night.
There's about 13 different counties across the Navajo Nation, and once we arrest a non-native, it's my job to take him to the nearest sheriff department. Even if it's like 200 miles away, we still have to take him there because we can't hold him in our jails. It's kind of hard for me. It pulls me away from my shift, which leaves my shift short-handed, and sometimes even just driving there could take a whole shift, and by the time we get back, our shift is done. ID quick.
45 miles away,
1019, 143's location.
Officer Filbert Toddy gets a call that reopens an earlier mystery. The suicidal man who was found by sheriff's deputies earlier in the day has fled into the desert again.
The individual that we're seeking ran out the residence in the southeastern direction once the telephone call was placed by the mother. So obviously, he's avoiding us.
To Toddy's surprise, the subject's wife refuses to talk to police. But a neighbor provides disturbing details.
He said he's been taken care of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What kind exactly?
I don't know.
Okay.
He said he took 36.
The family lost him down here in the same area, the steep ravine. That's very hard because we're not too familiar with this area, as compared to he is. So he knows every, hill, tree, whatever, place that he can conceal himself. Just further.
With 3 bottles of pills in him, the man may not have much time before collapsing.
Police officers, to your hands. Where's it broken? This one? Okay, I can go. 43?
I don't know if it's broken or cracked.
No. I got a subject here, ID 1055. Subject has a dislocated knee.
You treat me rough again like you did. Different.
Shouldn't be running, right?
I wasn't running, I'm hiding.
You shouldn't be hiding. We're looking for you, partner. What about the medication about earlier? What's the deal with that one? No? You wait, stay awake there. I'm asking you questions. How did this happen? Your leg.
While Toddy waits for assistance, a surprising story emerges. The man is suffering from more than just an overdose.
Oh, okay. So this was kind of a little bit of a disagreement between you both?
She hit my head.
Uh-huh.
Back, both legs.
The man claims his spouse has hit him with a baseball bat, possibly breaking his leg.
I located some tracks around here. It appeared that there has been a struggle that occurred. The extent of his injury to his leg is unknown. Okay, we're gonna make our way slowly back to the house, okay? We got an ambulance coming around to check you up, all right? So I was able to take him into custody, render medical assistance, and have the ambulance check him out for any further psychological evaluation or any further physical injuries that he may have sustained.
After a full day of tracking and capturing the elusive subject, it's not clear if a crime has even been committed. What is clear is that a life has been saved.
It's very fortunate we found him, and it turned out to be a productive evening. There's no greater challenge than to be a police officer, to go out there, risk your own life to save another. Our primary objective is to restore peace and protect, life and property. Hopefully the public does realize that we're here for them. There's nothing else I would rather do than remain a police officer.